everybody. This is Lavalais from the Lavalais and Ella Live show. I hope everybody's doing well. I see my friend Cynthia is in the house. Great to have you in the house with me today. I want to say that my friend Ella is away at the now it's called the International Black Theater Arts Festival, and it's being held in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And it's a very unusual festival that celebrates the arts, and some of our other vendors and artists are also participating in it this weekend. I think Robbie's there, and I think Unities is there, Brenda Weinstead is there. So a lot of the artists that I don't know if Marvin and Coach Sawab, but I would assume that they are also at that festival. And they live in North Carolina, so I'm pretty sure that they're there also. So it's probably a great visit to go and check it out. I've done it back in the 90s when it was the National Black Theater Arts Festival. And I didn't like the format, so that was probably the reason why I didn't continue going back. But I hope they change the format a little bit so that everybody gets to, do a show and show you things, enjoy the city and enjoy what you come there for. Because you don't just come there to sell. It's black arts. You want to participate. You want to see some art. So I'm going to start off by my recent experience, which was in Detroit, and I want to say that I see Cynthia is here. So I just want to let you know how I did enjoy Detroit this time. There was some good and some bad. I really enjoyed the festival, kind of, sort of. There were so many new things and new people handling everything that they were not very sure of what was happening, so I had no idea of what to expect or what not to expect. So I ended up on a walkway, which was okay, but I would probably prefer to go down the corner, around the way, somewhere a different location. So if I come back next year, I'll be in a different location, down and around the corner, away from the opening gate. And then there's two entrances, which is, if you come down the main entrance, you saw me. But if you came through the other entrance, you probably didn't see me at all, unless you walked up that walkway. The show itself, there's very few artists at the show, so there's very few reasons to kind of walk up the walkway unless you kind of wanted to buy some African artifacts, plenty clothing. If you enjoy clothing, I see Ether's here, and Ether's at the festival, enjoying the festival, I know. Or if she's not there now, she's been there. So, but to continue on with Detroit, so artifacts are a big portion of that festival, and I didn't find that there were very many artists other than ones that have been there for a very, very long time. Like IZ's been there for probably about as long as I've been going there, and that's since the 90s. But one of the things that happened was I had a very good experience while I was there. I was riding my hoverboard, which I expected to use because of all the concrete, and I ran into a young lady who stopped me and started to talk to me and told me that she had a picture for me that she had been bringing to the festival for the past couple of years, but I wasn't there. And this year she didn't bring the picture, but she would bring it the next day. But while I was talking to her, my experience was that she had on a pair of my earrings, and it was an old pair of the earrings back from in the 90s or early 2000s. Some little bamboo hoops, And so that was a good feeling. And then I had several customers that came in, and they came in and they were wearing ear spears from when I'd been back in, from way back, a long period of time ago. Because I usually can tell my ear spears, different ones from different periods of time that I, either created them or changed them or did something to them. And so I can tell the real old ones. And even Cynthia came in wearing one of the most beautiful ear spear that I've had on display in a long time. She came in wearing one of the ivory ones that was just nicely carved, and it was just beautiful, and it was beautiful on there. And a lot of the customers that came to my group, or unknowingly knew, because they didn't know, I didn't have a bamboozle sign out in front, or there was no signage for me, and my ear spears were in the back, and mostly it was jewelry in the front. But I had a wonderful show. I enjoyed the show. I wish it was still free to everyone. I had one or two customers call me and say that they didn't know I was there. They may have paid to come, but because of the fact that it does cost for them to get in now, they had decided to come because they have to do that, and then they have to do parking, and parking is usually pretty expensive to do also when you come down there. So it sort of mounts up on you because it's downtown. But and I don't understand how in Detroit you couldn't find a sponsor for a community as big as the Black community is in Detroit to sponsor the music portion of that festival. So then you have the vendors pay for all the other stuff that you need to pay for, like the security, the place and stuff like that, and you still do okay. They sell their drinks, and they have big vendor places because you're allowed to participate in alcoholic beverages, drink, and watch a show, And it's a very hard watch since it's all outdoors and everything is concrete. So, you bring your own chair with your own shade, and you can enjoy yourself. So that was my feeling, kind of, sort of, about that festival. But overall, like I said, I made money, so I'm okay. I covered my expenses and made a little bit for myself, so I'm all right. But it was kind of expensive. The show itself was expensive. Room and board, hotel, people that worked for me and helped me, so it was kind of a costly show, but it paid for itself, so it was okay. And like I said, I enjoyed Detroit. Detroit's one of my favorite places to be or to go to. I didn't get a chance to get my artichoke sandwich this year because they've actually closed down that bar and it's no longer there. So hey, there's Ella checking in. I think she's, like I said, in Winston-Salem. Maybe she's on break right now. So that would be good if she's on break joining us. Well, that would be real nice. But again, like I said, and that's another show that I haven't done in a long time. So my hat's off to those people that are doing it. And like I said, there seems to be a pretty good lineup of the artists who we all know. And even Ether is traveling there. Ether, are you enjoying? Or are you still there? Or are you enjoying yourself? Okay, so I hope any of you other people that let me talk a little bit a while too about the Chicago Festival, because there hasn't been any word about that festival just yet. So I haven't. I've heard some rumors, but I've looked at the website and there's been nothing official being said about that particular show. But the word was that they were going to have it at the museum, which I'm still hoping that they're able to pull it off. But like I said, today is the 2nd of August, and the show would be at the end of the month. It seems like it's almost getting to an impossible stage, even for them, because usually they have a year to do a festival, and they're not able to do that festival. So I have my fingers crossed because I want to go to Chicago. I've been going to Chicago every year for the past 25, almost 30 years. I've been going to Chicago for Labor Day, and I've always enjoyed that too. So there's lots for me to do there. I go to the Chicago diner and have a vegetarian meal. I have I have a sandwich, a vegan. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's a vegan sandwich, and it reminds me of an older sandwich that used to be roast beef. I think it's what it is, or corned beef and hash, or something like that. Roast beef, and, sauerkraut, whatever that sandwich is. That's the one that I get in Chicago at Chicago Dining. So that's about it for my talk for a while. I hope you, Ether, I hope you're still with us, and will let us know if you were still in Winston-Salem enjoying the show. You're a theater goer, a theater person. And I also want to mention to you, you sent me a photo of your grandson in Hawaii, I think, and he was wearing the necklace that with the 2 chains, and that was a really nice picture. I mean, nice presentation. I really enjoyed that he has that piece. It really looks good on him. All right. So my man Zeke is gone. Ella is gone. And I'm here by myself this evening, but I wanted to have a show because I want to keep our spirit going. And I know that we have the winter time coming up. And like I said, usually that September show, that show in Chicago, is usually the show that's the end of the season for us. And then everybody's looking for something to do. And I know we will be putting on a show in either October or November again for hopefully a wider audience and more vendors and some new people that we haven't shown before. So I'm looking forward to that. So I wanted to do a show last week, but I was ill, and I just got suddenly ill on that Friday, and I couldn't do the show, with all the heaving and doing all that kind of stuff. So I said, okay. And so Zeke decided that we wouldn't be doing the show. And Ella says it's canceled, that it is officially canceled. And whew, that hurts my heart. It hurts all of us because we've been going there many years. That's such a letdown. I producers of shows, it seems, I produced plays when I was young, and I got into the world of producing, and I know that it takes a lot in order to put on a production, but if you have the right people, you can do that, and if you're successful at doing it, you should continue your success at least for a long run. You shouldn't have to struggle every year to try to do a show. And Chicago Festival of the Arts is almost like a struggle every year to do the show, you know, to get people to come out after they change. It's just like the one in Detroit, which is for 40 years, 35 years, they've been having a festival and it was free and open to the public. You know, it was free. It didn't cost anybody anything to come to the show. And you had great vendors that would come to the show. And but now you have to pay an admission fee if you want to come to the show. They fenced it and closed the whole thing. So, you know, and there's always been entertainment. So it's not top of the line entertainment. So it's entertainment that surely doesn't cost $1 million in order to obtain. So, you know, like I said, I always assume that if you're in a city like Detroit, that you would be able to find sponsors to sponsor most of that entertainment, you know, for the community, so that you don't pay that expense and the other expenses you should be able to cover with your fees from the vendors and so forth. You know. Well, but hey, I'm not producing anything. I'm just participating and will miss participating in that festival. I hope it revises itself, but I'm kind of like on my. I was hoping that I was be making my end too. I'm coming up on 30 years of doing these festivals, which is what I realized when I went to BAM this year. I had been doing BAM for 29 years. I was like, what? Lavalais. You know, I mean, I enjoy doing the shows, but unless I'm able to find some other kind of way to make my transportation and find my help, then I'm gonna have to change those things, because, you know, now my body doesn't take driving for 2 days, or, you know, because if you go away for 2 days, then you got a show for 3 days or 4 days, so your body has to absorb all of that. And mine's just not where it was when I could absorb all that stuff and wake up the next day and keep on moving. You know, now it's when I go and come back, I'm no good anymore. It takes me a long time for me to recuperate, to be back together again, to be myself, you know, to be where I want to be. And I like doing other things. You know, I like doing the shows, but I also like doing other things. You know, so I'm gonna have to figure it all out. But I was thinking that I was gonna be ending, so getting onto my ending tour for my thing, because I've been doing these shows for a long time, and now with Chicago being canceled, that really does a real wrench in the whole thing. But I'm prepared to be at home right now, because I didn't think that they were going to be having it, so I'm kind of prepared to start. I've started doing a little work, and so I'm ready to go back to work, and that's what I'll be doing. All right, so it's on me, so I'm going to open up and show you a couple items tonight. I have a couple of ear spears, because I was impressed by, you know, the number of ear spears that I saw while I was in Detroit. So I'm going to start off with one of the favorites that Cynthia was wearing. And, so it's the one that cost, this one's going to be $180. It's probably an inch and a half. And it's made in ivory. It's BAM one. And it's an ear spear like none other. So it really has a lot of authority with this ear spear. And again, I've said what this ear spear. And one. Alright?
Hello, Minhati. Glad to have you in the house also. I know you've recuperated quite a bit by now, so I'm looking forward to seeing you not behind a push cart, or so as to say, but behind the walking and talking and doing what you do naturally. So, okay, let's go on to slide number 2. And my head might be lower, but I am trying to connect what's going on. Let's see. It's not going on. So, let's see if I can get this. Here we go. There's slide number 2. And this is bamboo. Oh, I forgot I was going to try and show some of these things. So, here's my attempt at that. Hopefully you're hanging with me. Here's my attempt at that. This is bamboo. This is sort of a newer one that I created. It's totally made out of bamboo. Some bamboo can be that small, that round. It can be that big and that round. It can be really big and round. This is from really big, really round, and really thick bamboo. So this is band number 2, and they are $35. This one on display right here is a green one, but I also have them in some other colors if you're interested. I have a yellow, I have a natural, I have purple, I have orange, so blue, turquoise, so you can get them in any color. Okay? As with most of my things that I can make it again. Alright, so that's band number 2. Again, that's an ear spear. And don't really have a name for that one other than a flat ear spear right now. So maybe if you got an appropriate name for that ear spear, let me know. Instead, I just call it a flat ear spear. Let me see. Sorry, I came down. Band number 3. And this is one of the base ear spears. It's, I hope you can see that little beautiful piece. Yeah, there I go. Yeah. I hope you can see that the little detail in that little accessory that's on the sterling silver, and it's a pearl, and it has sterling, all sterling balls, sterling wire, and sterling tip. And it's $65. This okay. All right, back to me. I'm doing okay so far. I feel a little slow here. That was band number 3. So I'm going to do band number 4. Let's see here. That was band number 4. This is orange, also sterling tip. It has a curve. The other one was straight. And you can see that this one is sort of curved. It has a nice curvature to it. And also, you can see the detail in the ears here. Close up of what's going on. Pearl in this one also. Has a black pearl and silver accents. And again, it's orange, and also $65 for band number 4. Right? So I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to see some people still hanging with me. Got any questions, any thoughts? Like I said, I'm still looking for a name for that other ear spear. In case you missed that portion. And I will be going back to my Who Is It as soon as Ella returns. Hopefully she will be back next week, maybe. I'm hoping. Anyway, we will be back together again, putting on shows in the future. So, here's my band number 5. So, this is band number 5. This one is the long curved ear spear. And it also, the difference with this particular one is that it has gold accents. So you can see the accents. You can see that they are gold. And, not plated gold, they're really gold. Okay. So, this one's $95. And that's band 5. And number 6, it's black and white teak with sterling silver accents. It also has, because it's the C, you're able to move the top and have different directions with the way that it can be put on the ear. My favorite is this sweet curvy. So let you see a close up of it. Here we go. This is band number 6. And it also has white pearl with silver sterling accents on it. And that's band number 6. Band number 7. This is my standard sterling C ear spear. It sells for $65 at the show. For this show, it's $55. Band number 7. It's sterling silver. And this particular one, band number 7, band number 8, and band number 9, are also available in gold. I had hoped to have them, or gold plate, I had hoped to have them available this afternoon, but it didn't come back to me in time, so I wasn't able to show them to you. This is band number 8, and it's $55. It's a small, stubby ears. Really nice. One of my favorites. Band number 8. It's band number 9. It's nice and long and neat. And anybody that's not familiar with the ear spear, you can see it's a 2-piece spear that goes through your ear. So it just looks like it's one piece, and it's really a conversation piece as such. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, now let's go on. I'm going to move on to band number. Let's see. Oh, I got too far ahead of myself. There's number 9. Now I am at number 10. So this is a bracelet that I made for someone that I intend on making more of. I like the way that I created the Janame in sterling silver. So it's a sterling silver Janame bangle. That's a beautiful bangle, and it sells for $125. option to make one with the arms on it also, but for right now, this is orderable. You can order 6-inch, 7-inch. So it's $125 for this band number 10 mango. Alright. So band number 11. This is my Chin Chin ring. And the reason why I'm showing this tonight is because all the festivals that I did this particular summer, this was the most interesting ring, and this is the ring that people chose over most of the other papers in the same kind of category, arts and genres and things. It was the Chin Chin, and the Chin Chin. Even though some people look at it as being love, they think that it spells out love when it's turned that way, but it's really for twists and turns that you go through life, different changes. So it's called a Chin Chin, and you could have a Chin Chin ring for $125. It's also sizable to whatever size that you may want the Chin Chin ring to be. Alright, so that's band number 11. And I'll give you a closer look at the Chin Chin. Sorry. Here we go. You can see most people see love immediately. So, but that a couple couples that have bought them and wear them, and a lot of them just as we themselves. That's the Chin Chin ring, and I'm going to follow it up with the offering number 12. It is also $125, and it's also can be any size that you might want it to be. Okay, so that's coming to the end of my show for me. Only decided to show those particular pieces this evening, so here are the rings. Alright, so I'm but somebody's got something to say to me. I'm going to have a short show tonight. I'm kind of at the end of it for myself. So I hope you, enjoyed what you saw. And by next week I'll have something new for you to see, and hopefully we'll be back together again. All of us. All right. So I look forward to seeing you next week. So I'm going to say good night to everyone, unless someone has something or any questions about anything. You're still there with me. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, for hanging out with me. Okay. Really appreciate you, and thank you for being a long time people fun with us. All right. So that I'm trying to do the out thing here.